I want to say salute to all my fellow veterans. And I'm going to need everybody to fall the fuck in. You already see the title of this video. The reason that came about is definitely part of the A-game team, but two individuals in particular. DS1 veteran known as Sheep Stay Sleep and the Crimson Cure. The reason why this is titled the way it is because I am among one of many that had come to realization of what the fuck we were in real time. And today is exactly what I've entitled this stream. This mindset, this sickness, this illness that we have as men has never been beneficial to us. My name is Ronin Martin, United States Marine Corps, 0351 Anti-Tank Assaultman, 1st Battalion, 1st Marines. I swore an oath to this country August 6th, 1996. And I did what I needed to do the right way. And I paid dearly for it. Been falsely accused of fraternization with senior enlisted personnel and officers. Or at least that's what those who were stuck in with the prisoner perspective view. The thing is, as a sacrificial soldier, I felt I needed to do everything by the letter, by the book. And see, even when you're enlisted, that doesn't mean you're not fighting a spiritual war. I've been in many traumatic conflicts in peacetime, allegedly. And it got to a point that my enlistment, my 4-year enlistment, was just that. I had the intention to go career. But see, the thing is, seeing that this is spiritual warfare, my time as a Marine Corps veteran was never above this. See, the thing is, I'm going to do comparison and contrast to not just the service, but in civilian theater. And here's the thing is with wealth. When it comes down to it, using my time in the service, there's a lot of people who suffer from a wealth of misinformation. See, there are some guys who go in there gung-ho, recruit short bus, whatever colorful name you have to describe this idiot. Private Schmuckatelli, you name it. It's no different than these nutless automatons you see inundating this space. See, the Black Manosphere initially was about men's rights activism. But see, you guys have no detachment from this wealth of misinformation. You guys are guilty of tossing the salads of these internet idols of your choosing. Individuals who mean you no good. See, what they feed you by the shovel load is a whole heap of trauma and bullshit. What they love to do is have you pick at your scabs. And you feel that because winter is coming, which for all I've known for 44 years, winter has always came and went. You guys get out here, get on your little high chairs, and you allow daddy to smack you across the jaw with his dick. Now, here's the problem, fellas. When it comes to the no detachment, you guys are only red jelly beans in cyberspace and in real time. You can't say red pill. Red pill is what it's always been. Being handed the truth, either overtly or covertly, and dealing with it accordingly in a rational fashion as men. You can have the rage, but the most optimal choice is rational. But see, you guys have become so addicted to this shit that you have no limit. See, it says something a lot to me and many others like me, that when an individual man who should be using his skill sets, I'm talking to the veterans who swore on the Bible, on the Constitution, what have you, and did their time in service and got out, where you have allowed no limit. There's no creative recharge in this space because you have individuals who've been making it their pleasure to shovel shit in your face. And some of you guys like that. You like to be these fluffers of failure, where these assholes they spoon feed you fear porn and fail porn. You guys worship these nutless nihilists. Whatever happened to the discipline, the focus, the sacrifice? All for nothing. See, why you guys are getting on these panels, being panel prostitutes or possums, and worshiping porn stars to the amusement of these hyenas. Guys out there sacrificing their time and their dignity. Guys getting drunk online. Guys getting in public and want to eat a woman's ass, embarrassing not just themselves, but men in general. Because a lot of times we're guilty by association. Not only is it unfucking satisfactory, but whatever happened to checks and balances to my fellow soldiers? Being accountable to your brother. Because if you haven't fucking noticed, in spiritual warfare, we're all in the same goddamn foxhole. See, what you're seeing is, with all this leisure time, this silly shit, this grab ass, this is where a lot of guys are getting picked off psychologically, spiritually, on all fronts. And you would think men who have served, men who've been on the front lines, many men who have left the better part of their minds and themselves and their friends, their brothers, on the fucking battlefield, both in peace and wartime. You would think we would be the ones who were the most vocal about being accountable. But see, here you are licking the ass and the nuts of these bloodless scholars. Shout out to Kid Organic. Motherfuckers that you poorly vetted. Because it has always been known, especially in the military, great leaders create great leaders. You think about this formation right here. We're out there on the quarterdeck. And if our commanding officer or our main representative look like a shitbird, like a lot of these motherfuckers out here do, what does that say about us? How does that look? Would you be proud to salute that? Which is another thing I need to get on you motherfuckers about. See, with a salute, you don't give those freely. See, with a salute, that requires you to be vigilant with your eyes open. Some people don't warrant a salute. Sometimes it's not wise to salute individuals because you're in the line of fire or in certain situations. You don't want to give away that person's position, especially when you're behind enemy lines. And this is what we see here every fucking day. See, I'm going to take it upon myself not to salute every fucking body. You got to earn that. See, a lot of us are too not only loose with our salutes, we're too loose with our mouths. We're too loose with our thoughts. Because a lot of us want to aspire to be thinking about men, especially. But we got to ask yourself, what the fuck are you really thinking about? How are you moving? How you think about your other brothers? What the fuck happened to that? See, in the Marine Corps, there's an acronym I'm going to share with you. SMEAC. Situation. Mission. Execution. Administration and logistics. Command and signal. See, a lot of us who are in the know, who've been in the field, those who've done the fucking hard work, went through boot camp, earned their fucking stripes. A lot of y'all know this. This should take you back. So let's look at our situation. Let's go back to that. We become professional bullshit artists out here, which shows that these conflict creators that you worship so fervently have shown you no loyalty. They don't give a fuck about what you're going through. All you are is a like, a subscription, a battery, a disposable soldier for all their bullshit narratives. And whenever they run out of bullshit to talk about and feed you, now they go for soft targets. Be it religion, pussy, and nonsensical drivel. But I'm going to talk to you guys who call yourselves soldiers. You show no fucking loyalty to yourself. You long forgot about the fucking mission. Your execution is piss poor because of how you view yourselves, how you carry yourselves. Too many of you limp dick motherfuckers get on these panels for 4, 8, 12, 24, 48 hours. Some of you might even go for the whole 72. Did you ever account for the many online miles you logged in and gone no fucking where? See, if you guys are always looking for the truth, you gotta choose the truth like these. So you can't be like these keyboard cowboys out here, these cockeyed commandos who get online and talk the most shit, use their ashy dick analytics to sit there and harass and berate people and do these goofy guerrilla tactics online, knowing you ain't gonna bust a goddamn grape in person. Got the nerve to say catch a flight, and you motherfuckers can't even catch a fucking hint. See, like I said, like these, you gotta get up close and personal, all up in that rib cage. That's where you're gonna find the red meat. When you smell the stink of reality. When you feel it in your gut. What the fuck are you going to do? That leads to no fucking discipline. Now, I could say a whole lot about that because it's obvious over a decade, and I've been here damn near 16 plus years on this space. A lot of you guys haven't learned shit. You didn't learn shit from the Asian McGowan debacle. The Force Windows. You guys just blew that aside. That wasn't nothing. Not only was that unfucking set, that was outright disgusting and disappointing. If anything, that pissed me the fuck off because that man had a fucking family. That man had some goals, vision, but because of the toxicity of this goddamn space, you allowed him to waste away on your fucking watch. And I don't want to hear shit about anybody say, well, anything could happen. Because not too long ago, that could have been me. There's other brothers in this space who are going through a whole heap of shit. See this very thing that you motherfuckers keep running from? Running from blackmail agency, dealing with poor health conditions, incarceration rates, chronic homelessness, fatherlessness, joblessness, this whole goddamn list. You would think us as men, as soldiers, and I ain't gotta call you out by name, you know the fucking call because you've been there. Out of everybody, you motherfuckers should have said, stood and delivered. This ain't how we do this. What the fuck is going on here? But see, I know what the problem is. It goes back to the leisure part. Instead of this being a constructive space of growth and understanding, dealing with men's issues, guys dealing with homelessness, and all these things that are on this list and then some, you turn this space into a goddamn broadband brothel. See, a lot of you guys get out here and you'll sacrifice anything to get your little wee-wee licked or your ass played with. Or some of you guys are into that little dick jousting. I know some of you guys are little Decepticons on here, and that's your business. But see, in this space, we're dealing with heterosexual black men. Our agency, our place here matters. Because a lot of us, whether we want to admit it or not, in spite of this space rendering it taboo, some of us do want to be leaders, fathers, brothers, uncles, reliable men of principles and purpose. But we can't say that because some of you guys don't have maxi pads that are thick enough to stop the bleeding between your little cunts. No fair structure. Because of the toxicity of this space that limits us in many ways. Did you know that you can be a prisoner of your vernacular? What are these little ashy dick analytic bullets you flinging out here going to do for any of us? You take a lot of shit out of context, which leads into your execution, which is piss poor. Meanwhile, we're getting executed for sport. Not just by the usual suspects, but some entities that have monetized our mediocrity, much to our detriment. So let's talk about the administration and logistics. Who are you bloodless scholars taking your marching orders from? Now I credit my brother Chief Stay Sleep for calling these motherfuckers setbacks. Leaders of the Dead Dick Society. Which, by the way, I encourage you guys, get you some of this. I'm not even going to get into what's in it, but what it can put into you. It can help with your vitality. Because in many ways, you see how dead this space used to be until the new regime dropped its nuts here, set up camp, and is getting to work on fucking this space. Helps you with your energy. Gives you energy to get off your fucking ass and stop bitching and complaining about online and making a difference, not just for yourself, but for your brothers, for your peers, for your reputation. Everything pertains to all of us. Mainly you. That energy, it gives you the strength. A lot of us need to learn how to stand up. Not just for what we believe in, stand up on our word, stand up against nonsense and bullshit in this space and abroad. But we need to stand up for ourselves and each other. That's how you achieve black male agency. Now, the procreation part, I'm going to put a spin on that because there's too many of you little tender dicks who are too busy focused on that. See, the procreation part is when you have a young brother who probably be sitting there listening to what I'm saying or what we're saying on some McDonald's Wi-Fi. Or he's at a Greyhound bus station trying to figure out what the fuck his next move is. Or contemplating taking himself out. What we say matters. Our word carries weight. And see, if you're a content creator, you are your brother's keeper. You are a curse breaker. Because that same brother who's on dire straits, you could sit there and grow that seed of self-confidence and hope within that brother to give him the strength to get his ass up and reclaim his time, his life, and everything that is due to him. We as soldiers need to take accountability of the men, and we failed countless men, especially ourselves, because we as military men, we know better. I'll be goddamn if I accept any excuse from any of you motherfuckers who have the balls to do this outside of this space, but you're too busy popping your pussy in it. Then we come to command and signal. What is the point of you guys out here virtual signaling these pieces of shit out here? Appealing to your lower nature. Which leads to no peace. This space is so outright fucking toxic that you can't even stand yourselves. You're dwelling. No matter where you go, you take these shitty ass mindsets and you sully our reputation as men, which makes us super predators. And all the damn things that they say about us, you have validity to it. That makes you a target for extermination. Because with that mindset, with your actions, with your combined efforts to remain failures, no one sees a purpose for you here. Nothing good anyway. And what comes down to that, you can be a target for immediate extinction. Or you can become one of these. I can speak from personal experience. We're not built to carry this kind of weight. So what do you think they do to broke dick mules? You'll be repurposed, but much to your detriment. It's as if your existence didn't mean anything. And me personally, I'm sick and tired of our brothers being thrown in a fucking wood chipper for cheap entertainment, much to our detriment. See, everything a lot of us have endured, myself especially. I've been shot at, I've been stabbed, I've been robbed. And there was even to a point where I nearly died from an aneurysm this fucking close. Too many episodes where I nearly died, to the point where I was at a tire warehouse in Texas. And when I saw a metal pallet dislodge and head my way, I swear on everything as I'm living and breathing, everything slowed down to a crawl. And at that moment, I made fucking peace. I said, if I got to check out right now, even though I have unfinished business, so be it. Because I was that fucking tired of existing. But see, when I saw that light, as quickly as it went away. This is a reminder. You've earned the right to keep living. You see, I choose to live a life of fulfillment. And I encourage my brothers to do the same thing. Not only to piss these motherfuckers off, but because your life has purpose. And when you discover your distinct purpose, you become virtually unstoppable. That goes into the role of knowing our roles and playing it. And as a fellow veteran, it is my duty to make sure I extend a hand to my fellow brothers, be it veteran or civilian, because all of us are hurting in this fucking theater. You can't look around and say we're not catching hell. A lot of us are not going to make it here tonight. That's keeping a red fucking pill for your ass. Some of us are going to wake up in the morning and notice that some of us that we were looking for and praying for are not here no more. Be it natural causes or a premature dismissal. And as part of this, every one of those goddamn hyenas, they live to see you like this. Same individuals out here standing at them ATMs and having them hard-footed harlots rub your back while they're out there jerking you out of your money and your time. You need to recognize you're a spiritually impaired mule of provision. Then we talk about no peace. If there's any level of suffering that no man should never endure, is being robbed of his peace. When you have no peace of mind, you're bound to lose. You're bound to lose it. I've been there. There are plenty of other brothers trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And in my business, in my profession, it's very disheartening to see some guys out there lost in the sauce, a prisoner in his own body, be it using all kind of harmful vices, including sex, or whatever he means. He needs to nullify the pain, even till his last breath. So we as soldiers, that's why we got to be out there. Some of them call him a battle buddy, whatever you call him. See, on the outside world, we should have known. Anywhere you go, you don't go by your fucking self, because a lot of people see you as a target. Either there's 2 or 3 or more in a group. No one's likely to fuck with you, and they do, they got hell to pay. See, that's the mindset we should have as men, especially with us soldiers. Because that's why you still have these ethnic outposts that we dwell in, which I'm going to go into in a separate video. Instead of having functioning, thriving communities where we have neighborhood watch, where we become the chief executive officers of our households, but mainly of ourselves. There's no wonder why no woman will give you peace. Oh, she might give you a piece of pussy, but it's going to cost you dearly. You look at appearance. A lot of you soldiers have no fucking standards. What happened? Did you just turn your nuts in and supply when you checked out? Maybe you changed your MOS to 03 bitchy 1. See, Instead of being online and finger popping each other's assholes. There has to be, something familiar, like this. What we're accustomed to as soldiers, system, order, and structure. That way, we know how to utilize this. Time, toll, trouble, and threat. And in order to properly vet those to earn this. Your provision, your problem solving, your protection, which should be key to us and procreation. But what happened? I would love to hear in the comment section what your fucking excuse is. No matter what the fuck it is, it's going to be lottery ball chances. That's justifiable. See, above all else, we as soldiers should be training each other about certain techniques, how to defend ourselves, how to carry ourselves in private and in public. See, with the A-game team, I swear to them, you can ask them any time of what I was willing to offer. Certain training, especially in this ever-changing world that is not beneficial to a lot of us, especially black men. How to defend yourself, how to administer first aid, how to adjust to adverse conditions, a certain mindset, how to carry yourself, dealing with your environment. What the fuck happened to that? See, while you guys are out here jacking off in cyberspace, there's a lot of people who look at you as a disappointment. Doesn't matter how many stripes you accumulate over the time. See, you should be a wealth of information, be it your respective experiences. You've seen things, you've done things, you made things happen. But see, this is what happens when you allow to become spiritually flaccid. You become a part of the dead dick society. You got guys out here who are worshiping individuals who are not only flaccid in other areas, but especially in their leadership. That's why this space has not moved, not one iota, because you have leadership that are proud to be limp dicks. That's our fucking problem. We're too loose with our salute to motherfuckers who ain't stand-up motherfuckers. You're just wasting your time and your energy doing that shit. Then we talk about no love and support. Where's the love in the space? Where's the love for your fellow brother, your fellow man, your sons, your families, your community, yourselves? See, I know a lot of dead dick motherfuckers doing the towel. That's cool. You're going to do what you want to do. See, if that's the case, why you keep resurrecting dead issues? See, you're only nothing more than a necrophiliac in real time in cyberspace. You expect to rehash old dead topics, fuck them to completion in front of the people, and think you're due respect or payment. See, that's a sickness. Only sick freaks get off on watching a necrophilia show. What man, what woman, what people, what society can ever respect motherfuckers who find that entertaining, inspirational, justify the purpose of it? We need more than therapy. We need spiritual cleansing. Because of anything that has got me to this point, it is no doubt spiritual. Not just for me, but in spite of me. And I promise you, there are many men, both civilian and military, who can attest to that. Then you talk about no care. There's a lot of you guys out here who talk about body game. Now, I salute and much respect to Uncle Ron Wills, excuse me. But it's much more than just physical appearance. You got to talk about the spiritual health, the psychological health, your overall health as men. And we see why a lot of you guys don't need to turn the fucking camera on. Because a lot of you guys are fucking sick. Some of you guys are some fucking two-legged keloids with dry, itchy pussies. Some of you guys out here are not camera friendly. You look like the world's biggest hemorrhoid, leaky, with one long hair out of it. Green pus seeping out. It's shameful. It's outright shameful. You can call it sign language all you want, but this is the fucking problem. When you got guys who don't view their health as a priority, you're wasting away. And see, when you decrease the health in this space, and we're talking about helping your brothers, properly vetting the women out there, which goes into pros and cons, if we've forgotten. See, that's when you graduate a motherfucker to a certain position because they earned it, because they put in the hard work, and they've done this. They're subject to evaluation. We're talking about proficiency and conduct. How proficient is that individual doing their job? Are they consistent? Are they about the shit, or are they full of shit? Conduct should be self-explanatory, but let's go into it. How many of you guys have graduated backwards bitches who did not earn their position? You let their conduct slide because they are proficient in the areas that serve your selfless ass, your selfish ass. Excuse me. See, that's derelict on your duty, your place as a man. And you call what the fuck you want. Calling you niggas to the carpet. And then you're looking at no truth. Spiritual. Oh, this is the shit you guys been running AWOL for a long fucking time. But you notice, when it comes down to it, unfortunately, a lot of us die tired running from ourselves. See, these bloodless scholars who take pride in doing these internet bukkake shows smack you across the jaw with their dicks. And you being a faithful fluffer to establish failures. That shows you that the truth has escaped you. There is no truth about you. You're nothing more than cyberspace charlatan. And not like these lying motherfuckers who like to, cap. And you actually push them towards their salary cap, mind you. You're too busy tuning into them and lying to yourselves. Which leads me to another thing. Now, I know we have this habit of talking shit, doing ignorant shit, embarrassing ourselves, right? But I'm going to get into that real quickly. You see, this leads me to you guys be a part of these being this aimless armies, allowing any dumb broke dick motherfucker who's poorly vetted, who you promoted to lead you into the cyberspace desert, and pay them unnecessary compensation and stipends to keep you stuck in mediocrity. And then this. See, I, for one, I am a soldier. I'm a military man. What I've noticed is in this space, you have individuals who like to misuse words and see if we're not smart enough. We have a habit of ignoring what's sitting right in front of us. So mercenaries. Mercenaries are soldiers of fortune. By definition, their primary concern with making money at the expense of ethics, also known as money-oriented, grasping, greedy, acquisitive, covetous, bribable, venial, materialistic. A professional soldier hired to serve in a foreign army. Or in other words, a person primarily concerned with material reward at the expense of ethics. Now I know what you guys are thinking. It's one thing to be associated with mercenaries versus claiming and acting and taking pride in being one. See, from day one, I've always been a soldier. So I drove my family crazy for 9+ months doing fire watch, going up and down stairs, checking doors, turning on lights and whatnot, looking in the room and make sure they were asleep at night. See, as a Marine Corps man, that's what I'm used to. Getting up on time, receiving the orders of the day, taking command of my post, and not leaving my post until I'm properly relieved. See, a lot of us forgot about the 10 general orders. 11, excuse me. We lost sight of that shit. And that's our fucking problem. See, what we missed out is going back to this. Every bit of that is what we need as men. It's long overdue. And you can't make any excuses because it's here, front and center. And it's made available to brothers. And any individual who allows themselves to swear an oath on this, to use this as a guide to become better men of principles and purpose, you can be a part of that number. And it's true to fact. The XLV, the 10 life values saved countless soldiers, especially me. It came at a time where I was lost. And a lot of my brothers and my peers, my sister can tell me. They can say to you real time, I was fucked up. I'm doing a complete 180 right now. I'm getting myself on point. And trust me, the road to redemption is not going to be an easy one. The most important ground, the most important battles you're going to have to face are internal. Right here, in real time. Not only do you have to vet these hoes that you guys hopelessly pander to, But these conflict creators who've been fucking you out of your resources, your time, your respect, your energy, and so on. Since you guys are all into symbolism, why don't you guys become a pillar of empowerment, a brotherhood, esprit de corps? Exemplify what simplify really means, which is nothing but Latin, always faithful. We are supposed to be faithful to the mission. This is part of my mission. This is part of my mission. The other part is bringing it to fruition in real time. See, I know I'm gifted. And too many times over, I know we learn how to speak things into existence. I have that gift. And many more that are yet to be discovered or uncovered again. But see, we had to get back to using our foresight and lead the way as men, as soldiers of substance. That's what we need to do. That's where we need to be. And that's what the fuck we're about. Anything less, you can never take seriously. If their actions, words, and intent don't work in concert, that motherfucker's full of shit. And you can bet the house on that. That one's free. So in closing, I leave it all to you guys. This has been the eulogy of the sacrificial soldier. We're no longer going to be lemmings of leisure. We're going to be leaders of influence. We're going to lead the way, the right way. We are going to be the changes, the miracles that we've all been waiting for. It's just all on us to bring each other and that reality to fruition. Fuck every last motherfucker who gave up. You didn't make the cut any fucking way. So you can take your slip, take your bleeding ass out this motherfucking space for all I care. Or if you are respective men, both civilian and veteran, if you want to see solid changes within yourself and your peers in this space and your reputation, if you take pride in being for progressive men about principles and purpose, if you're sick and tired of being a failure along with these sack-sucking sycophants out here, this is the key. This is the key. I support this. I endorse this. And if anybody has earned my salute, it's not only just the A-Game family, but my OG himself, Dr. Spencer Holman, a fellow Marine himself. But see, this doesn't just extend, or just is not limited to veterans, because I want to see my brothers win. Anybody who's out there homeless and going through everything they're going through, I said make myself available, as well as my peers, to help. We're going to do what we can. We can't save everybody. We're not these blind superheroes out here. But we'll be damned if we sit around and say we can't make a difference. I'd rather be around the company of solid brothers who can offer a sound testimony that we've helped them become better. At least we put them on the path to be better, and they put in the work for themselves and they're proud of themselves. and the other brothers who are not pocket watching or too busy putting rouge in their butthole or popping their pussy for the gram. We can do this shit. We're meant to change this shit. And I have the utmost confidence in my brothers that when we apply ourselves, nothing can fucking stop us. This is worth dying for. But you got to ask yourself when you look in the mirror, is what I see worth living for? With that, I salute you guys, the ones who earned it. Are you bloodless scholars? Are you internet windies, you tender dick Templars? Are you motherfuckers who want to get online and dick joust each other out here? You need to jump out of a window. You need to fucking deep throat a splintered railroad spike that's 15 feet long, covered in shit. This is Ronin 75 signing out. Peace.